This is lesson 37 for 6th grade, adding and subtracting decimal numbers. Students will add decimal numbers and subtract decimal numbers. Okay, the biggest key to adding and subtracting decimals is making certain that our numbers stay lined up. So I'm going to switch it over to graph paper. Now let's change this color. Let's change it to black. Okay, let's just use black. Okay, so let's say that we have the number 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1.64. The key here is just like we're adding money, keeping our decimals lined up. So now I just strictly bring down my decimal and I just add. 5 plus 4 is 9. 4 plus 6 is 10. Carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 plus 0 is 2. What if my number was 1.1 plus 0.735? All right. Going a little slow. Come on. 0.5. Third time's the charm. There we go. Again, we're just lining it up. So, 5 plus nothing is 5. We just bring down our 5. 3 plus nothing is 3. 7 plus 1 is 8. That's supposed to be an 8. Bring down my decimal. 1 plus 0 is 1. So my answer is 1.8. That is an 835. So again, the biggest thing is we just need to make certain that we line up our decimals. What if the number was 745.01 plus 24.1563? Again, we just line up the decimals. 3 plus nothing is 3. 6 plus nothing is 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. 1 plus 0 is 1. Bring down my decimal. 5 plus 4 is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6. 7 plus nothing is 7. Same thing goes with subtraction. If my number was 1.3 and I'm subtracting 1.045. Okay, this number, even though it has more digits, it has to be on the bottom because you see this one here? The 3 is bigger than the 0. Even though I don't have zeros out here, there's zeros there, so I'm just going to put the zeros in. We have one whole, and then my next number is 3 or 0. 3 is bigger, so it's going to go on top. So now I just simply subtract. 5, cannot subtract 5 from 0, so I come over here, cannot subtract, borrow from the 3, make it a 2. Now that becomes 10, and I can borrow now, and that becomes 9. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 4 is 5. 2 minus 0 is 2. Bring down my decimal. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, what if my number was 704.05 minus 34.156? This number has to be on top because it has the hundredth place. So I have to add just a 0. 0 is there. Nothing is there, so a 0 goes in. Now I can subtract. Come over here and borrow. This makes a 10. Now 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 cannot subtract, so I'm going to come over here, cannot borrow, come here, borrow, make this a 10. So now I can borrow from it, make this a 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. 3 cannot subtract, so I'll come here and borrow. There's nothing there. So now I can borrow. Okay, 13. Minus 4 is 9. I forgot my decimal, didn't I? 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 minus 0 is 6. So the biggest thing in subtracting decimals or adding decimals is line up the decimal. Then you need to look to the digits. Which one is the biggest number? You may have to go and add a 0 or 2. Like up here, I would have to add zeros. So the key to adding and subtracting decimals is to line up the decimal. Line up the decimals. The biggest number will go on top in subtraction. You may have to add zeros. Okay, so you now need to do the practice set for this lesson.